Bill Shorten has put women front and centre of his final week campaign rally in Melbourne today, paying tribute to the women in his family, on his front bench and in his field of candidates. And he's trying to take some of the attention away from Scott Morrison's official campaign launch with a multi-billion-dollar funding pledge for public transport in Melbourne. Victoria is a state where Labor is confident it could take a swag of seats off the coalition on May the 18th. Political reporter Matthew Doran is travelling with the opposition leader.
As the Liberal Party officially launched their campaign across town, Labor held a rally of their own here in Moonee Ponds at the heart of Bill Shorten's electorate of Melbourne. And he called on his supporters to maintain the fight in the dying days of this campaign to ensure that they're in with a shot of taking government next Saturday.
Vote Labor for real change. Vote Labor for real change to put an end to the chaos and to bring the fair go back. The next 3 years depends upon the next 6 days. Let us make every minute count. Let us bring this home.
Mr Shorten repeated many of the campaign lines that we've heard over the last few weeks and months, but Mr Shorten paid particular attention to some of the Liberal Party's top brass, including the Home Affairs Minister Peter Dutton. The Labor Party has used Peter Dutton as one of their most potent attacks in states such as Victoria, where the Liberals are already on the nose, and Mr Shorten couldn't help himself but throw a few giants his way.
Now, I am reliably informed that tens of thousands of Melburnians were too scared to go out to dinner last night in Melbourne in case they ran into Peter Dutton.
While at this event, Bill Shorten announced that a Labor government, if elected, would throw $15 billion over the next 15 years for the Melbourne suburban rail link project, something that was announced during the last state campaign by the Victorian Premier Daniel Andrews. He, of course, was swept to power at that election off the back of a significant swing towards Labor, particularly in some traditional heartland seats for the Liberal Party. Bill Shorten says it's the right policy, the right project to back, and he's dubbing it as the single largest federal investment in public transport in history.
And on Mother's Day, we will have the mother of all infrastructure projects, our new commitment to suburban rail loop, a game changer for Melbourne and Victoria.
Mr Shorten is expected to jet out of Melbourne this afternoon, heading north to Sydney, where he'll continue to campaign ahead of polling day next Saturday.